It's only here that I've explored other things. You're with Rick Hind.
So I feel very blessed.
On ABC Radio Darwin and the ABC Listen app. Now we're talking.
The invasive Gamba grass is a weed which is currently marching its way across the top end at an alarming rate. Gamba grass fires are intense. Various teams and groups inside and outside of government have formed to fight Gamba, and one of them are the Weedwalkers. Monica Donoghue has been a weed walker for 3 years and joins us now. Monica, who are the Weedwalkers? What do you do?
Hi, Rick. Weedwalkers is a volunteer group based in Darwin, and we go out to Litchfield National Park on the weekends and during the wet season, and we essentially go and hike and camp out there in order to find and locate like little patches of Gamba grass, and also to spray and remove Gamba grass where we can find it. And that's in areas which often the park rangers can't get to, or they're only accessible by foot.
And they're not walls of Gamba grass you're talking about. They're just little patches, maybe little vanguard patches of Gamba grass that have got into hard to physically access parts of the national park.
That's right. Sometimes they're large patches, actually, which is always a bit worrying. But, yeah, they're often ones which wouldn't have been detected otherwise, and that we can do because, we're getting out to those places.
So you've been a weed walker for 3 years now. Why did you join?
I guess I joined because I really love hiking and camping, like a lot of people around here, and also pretty much love the natural environment and was pretty interested in finding out more about it. And this group kind of combines the best of both worlds. A lot of people who volunteer have some kind of background in ecology, and they were just going out when my friends were no longer willing to go camping with me every weekend.
Now, the weed walkers are generally focus outside of the dry season. That seems a bit crazy, though, because that's when the weather is best. Why do it in the build-up in the wet?
I know a lot of people think that, but it's actually the best time to be out there in terms of there's wildflowers, there's wonderful animals out there, the waterfalls and the streams and creeks are gorgeous, and it's part of the charter of the Weedwalkers that we go swimming every day. So we find a new creek or we find a new waterhole. So if anyone's interested in seeing a little bit more of the park, seeing places which aren't infested with tourists, this is the group for you.
Infested with tourists, that's, I guess, a big appeal. And is that written down in some kind of, you can point to the charter which says, yes, we must swim today?
Yes, it is.
That's sensational. So if people are thinking, well, what I want to do is I want to go out and tackle weeds in Litchfield National Park when the waterfalls are running, when the wildflowers are out, how do you join?
You should look up Weedwalkers NT, or you can look up the Landcare NT website and track us down, and then, send us a message, and you'll get a list of the dates when we go out. It's not something that you need to commit to every weekend or even all, I go pretty much once a month or when I can. It's very casual, but great rewards if you do it.
And do you need any special equipment if you're sort of tackling weeds? Gamba grass can be quite tricky to walk through. Do you need to prep for weed walking?
No, not really. I reckon you need a tent and you need some of that equipment. But also when I started, people just lent me that stuff. And essentially the most important thing is finding the Gamba grass. So all you really need to do is be able to walk. And then the spraying is usually done by more experienced volunteers who will go through a a course to be able to do that safely.
Right. So at first you're just a spotter, and then if you get really committed, then you can become a sprayer. What's it like going for a walk in the bush where you've actually got a purpose instead of just, I'm just going to see the sights? Do you get more out of it being a weed walker?
Yeah, I really think you do. And you're seeing things differently, and you're seeing the natural environment, in a different way. I really enjoy it.
And you get to swim every time, every day, every day.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great selling point. And you get to see things that maybe a lot of other people don't. I guess that's part of the reason to join. Hey, Monica?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Monica Donoghue has been a weed walker for 3 years. You get off the beaten track, quite literally, with Weedwalkers. Thanks so much, Monica.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Rick.
And if you want to be a weed walker, an easy way is either just type in Weedwalkers NT or go to the Landcare NT website and you'll find out.